Hey guys, it's Isaiah here. Today I want to talk a little bit about Simone Biles and what's been going on at the Olympics. Now, I'm not here to defend or explain her choices, because honestly, she doesn't need some random dude who can barely touch his toes defending one of the best gymnasts in the world. What I want to talk about is our relationship with sports as consumers and viewers. And I'm going to be working with the framework that Charles Lewis talked about in our previous interview, which I'll link below in the description. But he talks about viewing sports or our relationship with sports as entertainment or as escape. And he says that if we view sports as entertainment, that can be benign and that can be a healthy relationship. But if we start viewing sports as an escape, then we start looking for sports or watching sports to make us feel a certain way. And then when we feel that we don't get that kind of feeling or that escape from watching sports, then we get angry or outraged. So when we feel like our escape has been violated by athletes bringing in some of the ugly stuff from our day-to-day life that we are trying to get away from, that we're trying to not think about for those 2 or 3 hours that we tune into a game or an Olympic event, for example. When we have to take a hard look behind the scenes at organizations or teams, treatment of athletes, race, mental health, those kinds of things that we're trying to escape, then we feel that sports has not held up its end of the bargain in helping us escape from that for a couple of hours. And I'd like to take that a step further too, to think that if even more nefarious is if we start really thinking this way, we start treating sports as a script that needs to be played out, and we're the director. We're trying to get something from that script. We're trying to have an experience with that script, and the athletes just become actors in that script. Well, then now when they violate that contract, when they go off script, then we get indignant, we get outraged, because we feel like they are not holding up their end of the bargain. So there are some athletes that have pushed through pain, pushed through mental health struggles and other things going on in their personal lives to continue to perform at the highest level. And it's perfectly okay for us to praise them, to admire them, to retell those stories as signs of greatness. There's no problem with that. The problem is when we take that template or that script and apply it as the criteria for every athlete, that every athlete must do this. This is the bar for greatness. Then we're taking the humanity out of the sport and we're making it a formula that people need to fit into in order to be considered at a certain level. And so, like I referenced in that interview with Charles, is at the end of the day, sports and everything else is about people. It's about humanity. And so I would encourage us to take a look at the relationship that we have with sports as average viewers and allow these athletes to tell their own stories and to still be human at the end of the day.